no idea what this is, guys.
Okay, so this thing up here does have some...
What was I saying? Oh! Alright folks, welcome back. Today we're gonna do a little stealth camp up at the river. See if we can find a place to chill out for the night. I'm hoping to get some decent footage of the river. I was hoping it'd be frozen, but it's in the like high 20s now. 13 so I don't think the river's gonna be frozen. Alright, so we're going to be heading north up the river along the Delaware. Got about an hour travel time. Alright, so I'll see you guys up there once we find a spot. Alright, got my front slightly elevated, so because I'll sleep with my head at the front of the truck. Alright, let's check this place out. Let's see if you guys remember this. See if it looks familiar to you guys. I'll jump out, put my coat on, and we'll check the area out. See if we can find a decent place to set up the camera for a night lapse without it disappearing. Oh boy. Man, colder than I thought. Alright, there's the tow path or the canal. Now hiking trail. Here's the river. I don't know what that says. SQWIB, parking only. I guess some folks come down here to grill. I don't know how long I'm going to last out here. It's cold. You know what? I'm going to fire up the heater in the truck so it don't get too cold in there. It may take longer to warm up. All right, that's heating up. Yeah, that's heating up. I'm gonna run down and set up a time lapse. Okay, we're gonna run down and set up a time lapse. Damn, that wind's kicking up too. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's see. Good enough. Hopefully that's there in a couple hours. Oh boy, it's gonna get really cold when that sun's down. Check that heater. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's kicking. That's really kicking. Make sure I got everything. Whew. This is my view. All right, folks. We are at our spot. The trail cam set. The trail cam. I got a time lapse set up. That battery only probably lasts a couple hours. And when the sun goes down, I'll check it. I'll grab it. And then maybe I'll try to do a night lapse somewhere. I don't think it's supposed to be too clear tonight. So, we'll have to see about that. Good doggy. Maybe we'll chill out to a little bit of, maybe we'll chill. What was I saying? Maybe we'll chill out to a little bit of TV. It's too early to do anything. I really wanted to like check the place out, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm hungry too, and I had 2 bananas today. And it's too early to eat. So, why don't we watch a little bit of The Recruit? Oh yeah. I love how this sets up like this. Alright, I might as well plug in the tablet too. So, do you guys recognize the spot? I'm pretty excited about my new addition to the truck. Well, I'm going to be adding another light, but I'm more excited about I'll be getting I'm going to be getting the EcoFlow alternator, and I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to mount it probably up onto the fridge. So, you know, hell with the solar. I mean, that'll give me 800 watts. Hopefully, it'll give me 800 watts while cruising. So a trip like today took an hour, so that would have been 800 watts I could have pumped in. Let us watch some of The Recruit, Netflix. I need my glasses for this. Oh, the heat's kicking, man. That heat is kicking.
Previously on The Recruit.
Now he's being held.
All right, folks. I'm going to turn you guys off, watch an episode of this. I'm not going to hop in the back till it gets dark. Now, my main goal getting up here was I really wanted to do some time lapses of the ice, but it hasn't been that cold. I mean, it's been down in the teens, but you need like a week of that straight, ice cold weather. So I'll do a time lapse now, and then later on I'm going to set up a night lapse. Maybe I'll set it, depending on the sky. If the sky's really clear, I might set up a time lapse or night lapse for the stars, but they get boring. So I'm hoping to get something on the river. So we'll see. Anyhow, I'll be back.
Who recruited you?
Fuck. We have to warn JQ.
Woohoo! Popcorn.
You have to get out of Korea right now. That's the all to business transaction. I need to borrow father's boat. I'm not really sure for how.
All right. Time to climb in the back. All right, let's get situated. Then make something to eat. It's definitely nice and toasty in here. My phone. Our rolls. Okay, let's see what we can cook up. Okay, let's get my keys. We'll lock ourselves in here. We're locked in. Now we're set. We got our tasty cake. You guys remember my last video, I said, I'm only going to eat one. I'm not eating all three, but it was like 3 for $5 or something. So here's proof. This is only my second one out of that batch. Okay. We are going to be air frying again. All right, what I've done was I hooked up the Delta 2 to the Delta 2 Max on a slow charge. So we got the Delta 2 Max is at 100%. And I got the fridge plugged into that. Right now it's only pulling 3 watts. And the Delta 2, it's outputting 19 watts. So what I have is I have the Delta 2 charging the Delta 2 Max. All right, let's see what we can do here. I only have one, keep losing my train of thought. I only have one GoPro while I'm recording it here. The other one is set up for a night lapse down by the river. that going. I hope nobody bothers us here. Okay, so what we got? We're gonna start off with some fries. So you guys won't be getting any close-ups of my food. We'll give that 7 minutes. And I want to see what kind of draw I have on the EcoFlow. So we'll check out the Delta 2 Max. Right now it's that's pulling 872 watts. And at the same time, the Delta 2 is inputted 872 watts. 870 watts. That's the Delta 2, output into the Delta 2 Max. Pretty cool. All right, we are gonna have some kick-ass food. Okay, I'll try to bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So we're gonna start with a Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh! We're gonna leave that in. Should I leave that in? Damn it. Alright. Alright, let's try that again. So, get our Chick-fil-A sauce in there. Man, that's good. Alright, let's do the other one. I'll just put one on, and if I need more later, I can add it when it's sandwich is made. Alright. There we go. Alright, 2 minutes on the fries. We're going to add some slaw. So we got these two guys ready. Get ready to dump our fries out. Alrighty. Get another 2 minutes. Yeah, 75 in here, 30 outside. Alright, let's check that out. I don't want them to dry out. Oh boy, look at them fries. Get some fish in there. That's gonna take about 10 minutes. All right, let's check that fish. that? Okay. I'm gonna put a couple poppers in. All right, see what we got. Yeah, they're done. So here's what we got. We got fish and chips and poppers. All right, let's see how these are. Thought I heard a car door slam. These fries are so good. Almost up there with McDonald's fries.
It is coming down. Look at that. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am so glad to have you all with me on this one. Oh, I had a really pretty drive in here. It is already just like a really pretty weekend. We are in for a big winter storm. You never know, you never can trust that stuff, but got a good feeling about this one. Okay, so this thing up here does have some.
All right, folks, I want to go to bed. Man, it is black out. Wow. All right, folks, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey Google, set alarm for 5:30 a.m.
There, your alarm's set for tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.
I'll get up early and get the night lapse before anybody else grabs it. Good night, folks. This is 12:30. Are you still on? Good morning. About 6:30. I gotta get up. Let's get up and check that time lapse, see if it's still there. Alright, we'll go grab the GoPro and then we'll come back and make a cup of coffee. A little chilly this morning, folks. Yeah, I set the alarm for 5:30 and I'm like, it was still dark out. I'm like, I'm not getting up. I just hope the time lapse didn't get knocked over and go in the water. I didn't even secure it. Nah, it's still standing. We got some ice floating down. GoPro's still on. That's a good sign. Let's get back up to the truck and make a cup of coffee. Man, it's cold. Get back in the toasty truck and warm up a bit. Get this GoPro stuff put away. I use this external battery for extended time lapses. It seems to be working out okay. Yeah, it's lasted the whole night. So I put it out there, what, 7:30 or something? And it's 6:30 now. So that's pretty good. Yeah, you take out the regular battery and then you plug in the external battery. Get out of the way. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. You guys will have already seen it. Wow, this one's 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. I'll play out the whole thing for you because it's pretty cool. A lot of plane traffic. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think you guys will enjoy that. I think it was worth the trip. I think it was worth the trip. Let's get out our stuff. I am going to break down and use real sugar today. Real sugar. And we're going to go with, these Pete's are pretty good. Oh, no wonder I got popcorn jam back there. Get the popcorn out of the way. Oh, the popcorn's still in the way. Okay. Let's get the show on the road, guys. We'll get our coffee all made. I'll pull all this stuff off and we'll warm up the truck a little bit. Start the engine and all the windows, everything's frozen. And we'll get the hell out of here. Yeah, so we are up at Tinicum Township along the Delaware River on PA side. Some of you guys will recognize this place. So I'll make our coffee, I'll brush my teeth. We'll pull everything down. We'll break everything down, fire up the truck, and have a little breakfast. Well, remember what I was saying about my spices? I'm hoping that they're airtight so they seal so humidity don't get in and make all the stuff hard. Well, these containers here seem to be doing pretty good. There's no humidity getting in there, hardening up everything. All right, we'll put these back. Pop that in. And here we go. Man, that smells good. Man, that smells good. Now when I get home, what I'll have to do is I'll take this coffee maker and turn it upside down. I might do that on the way home. Make sure all the water drains out because I don't want it to freeze inside and bust stuff up in there. And I'll have to pull out the air fryer basket and my little sink back here and wash this stuff. All right, I'll brush my teeth. We'll start breaking down and we'll get the hell out of here. So if you guys recognize this spot, put a comment in the description. Tell me where you think it is. Tell me what video you think it is. The first person who gets right gets a $1,000 gift card. I'm kidding. That one's dry. Yeah, when I winter camp, I gotta watch my water and stuff. I can't leave water in here in containers because it'll freeze. We're gonna put our coffee somewhere safe. We don't need that on. Push that back. It's frozen. It's frozen. I don't want to drive home with this in there. Okay. All right, turn off that heater. And that's got to cool down before I can put the cover on. Turn the lights off. Turned out to be a really nice day. I should have got up a little bit earlier and did a sunrise time lapse. I just missed it. All right, I wonder if there's anything left in this power bank here. 16%. I'll plug this back in the car when we start moving. But for now, I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to leave it here because I got it set for it's not supposed to go below 14%. Turn my gas off. Lay this back down so it don't fall over. So what I usually do is, if there's any left, I'll put it back here and then I'll plug my lights and stuff into it. So if I plug it in here now, it runs off the car battery. And I don't like to do that unless I'm driving. So we'll fire up the car. So I'm sure a lot of folks are going to be like, oh, that's condensation from the heater. Well, yeah, a lot of it is. I didn't even crack the windows last night. Why did that beeping? Well, a lot of this is probably from the propane heater. Not all of it, but a lot of it. A lot of it's from my breath. I did not crack the windows last night. Went down to 15 or 16. This truck has enough leaks in it that I don't have to worry about venting it. Trust me. A lot of people say, oh, you should crack your windows, you should crack your windows. If you can feel the draft coming in through the back of my truck, it's like the windows open all the way. So, in any case, last night, well, yesterday when I was cooking, the carbon monoxide detector went up to like 30, 35 or 36. I'm like, oh my God, is that the heater doing that? So, after I got done cooking, I kept an eye on it, and it slowly went down like the 35, 33, 30, then 0. And I left the heater on all night. I checked it every time I got up. I think I got up 3 times, and it was 0 the whole time. So what I'll have to do is, when I come home, I'll crack the windows, try to let this truck breathe a little bit. If I did this full time, it would be an issue, but if I'm doing this like a couple times a month, it's not a big deal. We're getting our sunrise coming up. That'll be a short time lapse, but meanwhile, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab my coffee and I'm gonna grab my tasty cake. Like I said before, when you guys see me grabbing 3 tasty cakes, like, look at this guy eating 3 tasty cakes. I'm like, no. No, I get 3 because it's like 3 for $5 or something, and I ate one last week, and I'll eat one today and maybe one next week. Trying to be good. Where you at, tasty cake? Come here, you. Grab that coffee. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Sorry for the buzzing. You know what? It really looks nice down there. I want to run down and get. I want to run down there and get a couple more pictures down by the water. I'm here, right? It really is pretty up here. Oh. All right, let's get back up to the truck. It's getting warm in here now. All right, so the trip was worth it. Not as much ice as I would have liked to have had. Sometimes it's like frozen almost completely across, and got like a little water trail running down the center. But it was nice. It was nice. So I am gonna have my tasty cake. and my coffee, and then we'll grab the time lapse, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Cheers. All right, let's grab that time lapse. Shh. All right, I know it's going to be really short, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. See if it's worthy to put in. All right, 10 seconds long. Maybe I'll throw it in. Maybe I will throw it in. We'll see. Sorry for the sun reflection. Well, folks, thanks for joining me on this little adventure. I'm glad you guys can come along. It's really nice to be out in the SQWIB shack, get out and do these little trips, these overnighters. I love doing stuff up along the river. So much to see along the river. It's just hard to find a place to stay overnight. Folks, I really appreciate your comments. I really appreciate you tuning in, all the support, the kind words. I know I always say this, but you know, you guys are the driving force for me to video these adventures. I say adventures like I'm, you know, like skydiving. Like these little trips. Unless you do this and you create something like this and you see the comments, and you can't really understand how good of a feeling it is, and people have such nice things to say. And don't let that one negative comment get you down. There's always someone that's going to be judgmental. Oh, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do that. And everybody's welcome to their opinion. And I just enjoy all the comments. You know, it's just, how should I say this? Thinking. I don't want to sound redundant, but if it's your first time watching one of my videos, you know what? I want you folks to know how much I appreciate you. You know, you don't realize how good it feels when someone has such a nice thing to say. You know, there's some people saying, oh, you made my day, or, you know, I'm living vicariously through your adventures. And, you know, that makes me feel so good. It just, that's one of the driving forces of me getting out and doing this more. So keep them comments coming. I appreciate everybody's support. So with that said, folks, I'm going to call it. Until next time, I'm out. idea what this is, guys. I'm not sure I'm allowed back here. Supposed to be back here or not, but I'm not going to go any further. We'll check out that monument back a ways. Yeah, the canal's frozen. I don't know if you can walk on it. Let's check that out over there. Damn, I'm gonna bust my window. Am I going the right way? I don't think so. All right, let's get the hell out of here. The truck's a little bit longer than I'm used to. The truck's a little bit longer with the tire on the back. Yeah, let's check out that monument. Sure's a bumpy ride back here. I feel like I'm in that TV series From. Can't find my way out of here. I don't see any parking, so let's just park right out here and we'll take a walk up. I have to put my coat on, it's cold. Okay, let's check this out. So this is, I believe, Washington's Crossing Park. A campsite that became a gravesite. Thompson Neely Revolutionary War encampment and burial ground. For 2 weeks prior to General George Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware River on December 25th, 1776, part of his army camped here. Some soldiers found refuge in the house and mill. Others slept in tents or huts in the bitter cold. Hundreds were sick or wounded. Some soldiers recovered their health at the Thompson Neely property, while untold numbers died here. The memorial was constructed by Washington Crossing Historic Park in 1929. In 1997, modern headstones were installed, including one replacing the original headstone of Captain Lieutenant James Moore. Captain Lieutenant James Moore served in the New York Artillery, directly under the command of future American statesman Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton wrote the 24-year-old Moore died of a short but excruciating fit of illness on December 25, 1776. The number of dead from the encampment is unknown. Moore's was the only grave identified with a marker. So these are all unknown soldiers. Continental Line, Revolutionary War, December 1776. All unknown soldiers. In memory of many unknown soldiers of the Continental Army who died from sickness and exposure while encamped in these fields before the Battle of Trenton and were buried at this spot, Christmas Day, 1776. Erected by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in 1929. That's James Moore headstone right there. And that, my friends, is New Jersey on the other side, and that is the Delaware River. There's a bunch of parks up around in this area, just around New Hope, Washington's Crossing, and up in Tinicum Township. I think there's a William Penn National Forest, and there's a Delaware Canal State Park. A whole bunch of places that I'll have to come back up and check out. I mean, I'm within an hour from all this, so I'd like to come check it out. All right, we're about a half hour away from home. Let's get the hell out of here. For real this time. Oh, you know what? I'm taking that jacket off. Man, winter sure is pretty. That's cool, they got a bike pump. That's really neat. You know, I gotta look at that. Hey, buddy.